You read the title, man. You read the title. It's time, bro. It's time. I think I've been skating around the topic. I've been trying to pretend, trying to tell myself it's okay, everything is fine. You know the meme of the guy sitting in the fire that's like, it's fine. It's fine. This is fine. This is okay. This is fine. This is come on, man. This episode of Run It Back Philly is brought to you by the Teespring store. Click the link in the description. Get all the Run It Back merch. Use the code RUNMY20 for 20% off. Lots of people are using that code right now, man. It's a good deal. You know what I'm saying? Use the code RUNMY20. Don't forget about the code, bro. I don't want you to have to pay full price. You understand what I'm saying? And we're coming out with some dope-ass t-shirt designs. Damn it, I swore in the first 30 seconds of the video. YouTube doesn't like that. Where's my coffee at? I love sports talk and I love coffee. If you enjoy this sports talk and would like to show your appreciation, you can do so by buying me coffee. Buymeacoffee.com/runitback. Let me give my shout-outs real quick. Thank you to Rob R. for 5 coffees, $25 worth of coffee. You the man, Rob. Rob says, hope the Sixers stomp the Nets tonight so we can watch your It's Time to Troll the Nets video, similar to the one you did on the Cowboys. I had a fun time doing that video. Unfortunately, the Sixers did not stomp the Nets. The Sixers stomped themselves. And unfortunately, this is not going to be a It's Time to Troll the Nets video. This is going to be It's Time to Tell the Truth about certain players on this team video. Buymeacoffee.com/runitback. Hit the subscribe button if you're brand new. 50% of people that watch these videos are not subscribed. I think that's very rude. I give you these podcast episodes every single day. All I want is a subscription. Hit the like button on the video. We almost hit 1,000 likes in the last video. It was at 950. Run It Back Nation, I think we can do it. Let's get 1,000 likes. I'm going to give you 5 seconds to hit the like button. And don't forget to hit the dislike button if you're a fraud. All right, so the Sixers play the Nets without Kyrie, without Kevin Durant. Durant had COVID. Kyrie had personal reasons. I hope that's nothing serious. I was going to come on here and rip the guy and tell you how much of a team cancer I think he is, but it might have to do with, I don't know, something about the way that he feels. I think it came out, actually. He said something about the way that he feels about what happened at the Capitol building, what's going on in the country today. I'm not really going to give my comments on what I think about a group of radical maniacs that decided to break into the Capitol building, or how they got in there, or what I think of the security system that's going on there, or what conspiracy theory I decide to side with on the internet. I mean, it's here or there. There's too many things. It's too sensitive of a topic. Some people feel this way. Some people feel that way. That's the main reason I choose to completely avoid politics on this channel. I keep it strictly sports, so it is what it is, man. Yeah. First of all, it was just one of those games. You know, those games. A second game of a back-to-back. I'm not going to make excuses here, by the way, but it's a second game of a back-to-back. We come out with absolutely no energy at all. We look flat. At one point, we were like 3 for 16 from 3, and we've been saying this so far this season, that this team is unstoppable when they're shooting a nice percentage from 3. But what happens when this team does not shoot a nice percentage from 3? You know what I'm saying? And my Zach LaVine video is looking a little nicer right now. What happens when you don't have the three-point shot falling? Do you have that one player that can drag you to the finish line? I'm going to get into a lot of things about that one player, but second night of a back-to-back where without Seth Curry, who had a sore ankle, but then it comes out that he tested positive for COVID, like part of the way through the game. There's this big thing. Everyone thinks they should have stopped the game when they found that out. They shouldn't have kept playing. I mean, the way I see it, like as far as the science goes, if he tested positive and all the Sixers players were exposed to it, then all the other players on the court were already exposed to it. So at that point, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, you might as well finish the game. Whoever got it has it, bro. There's nothing you can do about it. You know what I'm saying? But Seth Curry tested positive for COVID. Best wishes to Seth Curry. I mean, statistically, he's going to be fine. Young professional athletes, young under 30-year-olds who are in good shape and in good health usually have no complications, hardly even show any symptoms when it comes to COVID-19. But in rare cases, they do. So hopefully nothing bad, nothing of the negative side happens to Seth Curry. Hopefully he doesn't experience any of the negative sides of COVID-19 and everything's fine. So he has to miss at least 10 days. The rest of the Sixers team all has to get tested today. Hopefully it doesn't come out that anybody else tested positive. This could be an absolute shitstorm disaster for the next week and a half or 2 weeks if they all test positive, or if like 5 of them test positive. Who knows what's going to happen with this stuff, man. I just want this to go away. I'm sure you guys do too. I want the country to go back to its normal state of affairs. I want the coronavirus to go away. I want life to go back to normal. I know that's selfish of me to say that. It is a dangerous virus. There are people that can be seriously affected by it. That's as much as I'm going to say on the coronavirus topic. All right, so Shake Milton gets the start, which I love about Doc Rivers. He understands the importance of a ball-handling guard who can score. If this was Brett Brown last year, he would have started another center next to Embiid, and it would have been Ben Simmons, Tobias Harris, Danny Green, would have been Joel Embiid and Dwight Howard on the floor together. You know what I mean? It would have made absolutely no sense. So I love the fact that Doc Rivers understands the importance of a ball-handling guard that can score when Seth Curry is out. He puts Shake Milton in there. I like that. Shake Milton did his thing. What did he have? 19 points. Oh, man, I had this up. Here I am again, dude. You guys probably unsubscribed with how bad of a podcast host I am. All right, Thursday, Sixers, Nets. Here we go. Shake Milton had 24 points. Was a minus 14, but the whole team was a negative. Actually, the bench was a positive, but 24 points and 7 assists. I'm a big fan of that from Shake Milton. That's the kind of guy we need. And like I said in the beginning of the season, I think Shake Milton's going to work his way into the starting rotation. There's many reasons I think that's going to happen, but this team needs a guard that can score 24 points like Shake Milton did last night. And even that wasn't enough, We played 3 games in 4 days. Does that have to do with it? A lot of good NBA teams are getting blown out by teams or having really, really bad nights. Does it have to do with the fact that we're jamming all these games into a shorter time period? Does it have to do with the offseason wasn't long enough? I don't know, man. Like, what do you really want me to say here? I didn't even want to talk about this game. I really didn't, but that would make me a fraud, wouldn't it, to only show up during the good times and disappear during the bad times? So here I am. We played absolutely horrendous defense. We couldn't stop anybody the whole game. It was one of those games where every single shot the Nets took, if you wouldn't have shown me the stats and I just had to guess, I would have said they shot 98%. Like, it just felt like every single shot they put up went in. Dudes that couldn't even get on the floor most of the season. Chris Chioza out here getting buckets. You know what I mean? Timothé Luwawu-Cabarrot out here getting buckets. Every single person was giving us buckets. The Nets could have brought a player from the G League onto the floor that night. Could have drove him in a freaking bus that day, and he would have came on the floor and gave us buckets. It was one of those nights. Every single player was giving us buckets. They were hot. They couldn't miss. It was annoying to watch. It was frustrating. I was pissed off, but it is what it is. One of those games. You're not going to go 72-0. You're not going to go 71-1. You're not going to go 70-2. You know what I mean? The 96 Bulls lost 10 games. The 2015 Warriors lost 9 games. I'm not comparing us to either of those teams, by the way. I'm just saying you have games like this, right, where you come out flat, you look like trash, and the other team is hot, and you can't stop them. Karis LeVert absolutely gave us buckets, 22 points. He was hot from the very beginning of the game. He got to the rim so many damn times, like 55,000 circus layups. It was just, I can't think of another word other than annoying. This game was so annoying to watch. Karis LeVert just taking it right at Joel Embiid, hitting circus hook shot layups all game long. I hated every second of it. Taurean Prince just turns into, I mean, Kevin Durant was out, but Taurean Prince is like, you know what, I'm just going to turn into Kevin Durant. It doesn't matter if I'm open. It doesn't matter if Danny Green, one of the best perimeter defenders, is right in my face. I'm hitting pull-up threes from 4 feet beyond the arc. Like, Taurean Prince just turns into a superstar all of a sudden. Joe Harris, of course, does his thing. He always kills us. He's such a just lethal shooter, perfect shot form. We're definitely gonna give Joe Harris a wet ass jumper title. He has a very, very wet jumper, and it sucked. It sucked to watch. These guys were hot, and we couldn't stop them. We did nothing to stop them. Every time we cut it to under, 15 points, 10 points. Towards the end of the game, Joel Embiid's trying his damnedest to lead us to victory, to be the hero. He's given all the effort in the world. And every time we cut it to 10, they just hit another three every single time. Or they just got another and one. Or every time we had a little bit of life, they just stood back over us and stabbed us in the heart like I do to people in Assassin's Creed with the big sword. You know what I'm saying? Terrible analogy. I don't have many one-liners today. I should probably just stop trying. Ben Simmons fanboys. Oh, it's about to get real. And I know some of you people are going to say, well, weren't you just defending Ben Simmons like 2 days ago? Here's how I see it, bro. Like, I am not here or there. I'm not an extreme left. I'm not an extreme right. I'm not an extreme Ben Simmons hater. I'm not an extreme Ben Simmons fanboy lover. You understand what I'm saying? I've accepted what he is. I've accepted that he's not going to shoot the ball. There's games when we're hot from three where Ben Simmons can get away with playing like a, what can I say on YouTube? It's not going to get me demonetized. There's games where Ben Simmons can get away with playing like a scared little girl. You know what I mean? When the other players on the team are shooting 60% from three, Ben Simmons can just drive up and down the floor, kick right, kick left, Seth Curry, Danny Green, Tobias Harris. Oh, this is easy, man. 12 assists, 13 assists, 14 assists. Easy peasy. But what happens when we start a game shooting 6 for 13, shooting 6 for 19? What happens when we start a game shooting that percentage? What happens when we finish a game 9 for 26 from three? What happens in those games, right? When you need your stars, Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid, to show up and lead you to victory over a team that doesn't even have their two best players. What happens? And this is what it's so frustrating watching Ben Simmons because this is what it really is, right? He has all the intangibles, all of the physical gifts. I would give my life to have the physical, natural gifts that Ben Simmons has. If you told me, hey, you can be 6'10" and be an absolute just menace of a physical stature, and you can be so physically gifted that you can walk into the National Basketball Association and be the number one pick, but your life's going to end when you're 40, I would agree. I would rather have all of that and live a shorter life. I think a lot of people would. This is getting really weird. I don't know why I'm saying this. But anyway, Ben Simmons has all the physical gifts. He doesn't have the heart. This guy doesn't have it. There's no dog in him. There's no dog. There's no dog in the guy. He's soft. What else am I supposed to say? He's soft. He's 6'11", 240, and soft. I can't take it. I can't. Look at somebody like Ja Morant, his rookie season, right? Coming out of the draft, people said he couldn't shoot. He came out, shot threes in his first NBA game. This was last season, by the way. I know he's not a rookie. What are you talking about, dude? You're going to be in the comment. I'm talking about last season, Ja Morant. He came out his first NBA game, shot some threes, made a couple of them, and in his post game, he said, I'm out here to prove my haters wrong. People said I can't shoot. I want to prove to the world that I can shoot. Game 1, year 1. We are in year 5, season 4 of Ben Simmons, of us hoping the guy's going to develop some kind of offensive game. Some kind. It's never going to happen because he doesn't care. He does not care to prove the haters wrong. He doesn't care because he's on this up here. He's always been up here. He's always been up here. I'm going to say something right now that's not going to go over too well with certain people, okay? I met Ben Simmons' dad one time. Okay, I was at a Sixers game. We were down in the lower level. We were watching the Cavaliers and Sixers. My girlfriend bought me the tickets for my birthday for lower level for me to see LeBron James, one of the greatest players ever, play my Philadelphia 76ers, right? It just so happened Ben Simmons' parents and his sister were sitting right behind me. And I recognized them because they were on. I watched the whole Showtime special. I've watched everything there is to watch about Ben Simmons. I was an insane fan of him coming out of college and all the hopes that I had for him. And I met his parents. And I did it very respectfully. I just turned around and said, hey, you guys are Ben Simmons' parents, man. Oh, my God, that's awesome. So nice to meet you. And they shook my hand. His dad shook my hand. And I said, do you mind if I get a selfie really quick? It would be so awesome to just have a selfie with Ben Simmons' parents, right? And his dad looked at me and he said, we don't take pictures. And I was like, okay. All right, man, thanks. You know what I mean? See it. Cool. All right, bro. You know, we sat down. And after the game, Ben Simmons' mom came up to me and tapped me on the shoulder. And she said, we just want to apologize. We weren't trying to be rude. And she spoke for his dad. And she felt bad, and I didn't really care at the time, you know what I'm saying? But it was just that, like, arrogant vibe that I got from this dude. You know what I mean? This I'm up here, you know? And maybe that's how Ben Simmons was brought up. Maybe he was brought up, you're up here. Anybody that says anything bad about you is down here. All the haters, the naysayers, they're down here. You know, like, something has to humble this kid. That's what I'm saying. He has to look in a mirror and say, I am not up here. I'm not. It's getting to the point, bro. You're not up here. You just scored 11 points in an NBA game. You got outperformed by Tyrese Maxey. Tyrese Maxey came out. Haters said he couldn't shoot. Haters said he couldn't shoot. He's out here shooting threes because he wants to prove the haters wrong because he's got the dog in him. He's got the fight inside. I'm just saying, I think Ben Simmons was raised a little bit privileged, a little bit up here, you know? His dad was a celebrity basketball player in Australia. He was up here. He came to America, went to whatever high school basketball team he wanted to play for, Montverde Academy, right? He chose what college he wanted to go to. He walked on. He didn't show up to any classes. He walked onto the campus and signed autographs and went home. He was a celebrity from the time it started. And there's a WIP article. I know it's WIP. I know that. Say what you want. But listen, man, I just want to read a quick excerpt from it. Here's what dude says, man. The most glaring report is Ben Simmons' work ethic. The scout said he does not put in the time to improve his offensive game. He's a very poor perimeter shooter and he doesn't even look at the rim. Total non-3-point shooter. He must improve as a free throw shooter, especially in the playoffs. Whatever, I know something's going on in Philly. One of his problems, he does not put in the time to improve. Don't believe the Instagram or Twitter workouts that you see his brother post. They're all phony. He does not work on his shooting. Everyone can see the problems, but he is not and probably will not address it. He loves Los Angeles and spends most of his time there in the offseason. He definitely has some Hollywood in him. If he ever gets serious about improving his shooting and free throws, he could be as good as Giannis, but I don't think he's wired that way. There's a lot of cool guy in him. That's where I'm at now. I just don't understand why you would have all these physical gifts and wouldn't want to be the best player. He doesn't want it, period. I don't know what else to say. He's just soft. You know what I mean? It's probably why he got cheated on by Kendall Jenner and took her back. You know what I mean? He's probably that dude that dates a girl and texts her all day long, like, babe, why aren't you responding to me? Are you mad at me? Are you mad at me? Did I say something wrong? Did I do something? Are we in a fight right now? Are we broken up? And the girl's like, shut up! At one point, Ben Simmons had Landry Shamet one-on-one in the post and couldn't do anything. At one point, he had Chris Chiozza one-on-one in the post and couldn't do anything. Year 4, he has 0 jump shot development and 0 post-up development. You would think, outside of shooting a three-pointer, you would think this 6'10 dude would at least have developed like a simple one-dribble drop step or a simple one-dribble turnaround lefty hook shot, right? One to his dominant hand that makes sense. Or a simple one-dribble fadeaway jump shot out of the post. You would think this guy would get in the post and actually have some kind of move that would be effective. And I don't know why they run these plays. I don't even know why he posts up. He posts up like so confidently. He pushes the player back and he's like he's just about to go ham and dominate this dude. And then he gets the ball in his hands and he can't do anything. It's so crazy. What are we doing here? There's nothing I hate more than Ben Simmons' right-handed hook shot. What is that? One dribble, tries to just shoulder the defender out of the way, and then just throws up this little weak-ass right-handed floater. Like, who taught him that? Year 4, and he doesn't even look at the rim when the ball's in his hands. I can't. I'm getting to be over it, man. Like this dribble, if he's not running full speed down the floor with a wide open dunk, he's not scoring. Period. If there is a defender there, it doesn't matter if he's Muggsy Bogues, he's not scoring on him. And I don't know why. Where is the fight? Where is the heart? Somebody's got to get through to this kid, man. Somebody. Ben Simmons finished the game with 4 rebounds. That tells me all I need to know. Rebounds equal effort. That's all there is to it. If you're putting in the effort, you're going to get rebounds, especially when you're 6'10". If you finish a game with 4 rebounds when you're 6'10", you're not putting in effort. You weren't trying. Period. There's games where Al Horford would finish a game with 3 rebounds. He wasn't trying. There's games where Jahlil Okafor, we all know that, he would finish a game with 2 rebounds, 7-footer, because he had no effort. He didn't try. You know what I mean? Joel Embiid finishes with 12. Dwight Howard? I didn't really pay attention to Dwight Howard in this game, but just for context, Dwight Howard finishes with 12 rebounds. Why? 12 rebounds in 15 minutes, by the way, because he never stops trying. Ben Simmons gave little to 0 effort in this game. 4 rebounds and 2 assists. What are you doing? That's it. I'm done. Ben Simmons fanboys, go ahead, get in the comments. Go ahead. Type your little heart out. You know what I mean? Oh, he plays good defense. Oh, you're so stupid. He leads the league in three-pointers assisted every year. Oh, you're so stupid. You don't know anything about basketball if you think. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not lying to myself anymore, man. This dude's soft. Period. Joel Embiid was in foul trouble in this game. A lot of good double teams by the Nets. They played good defense. It is what it is. He finished the game with 20 points, 12 rebounds. He had 5 turnovers. Ben Simmons had 5 turnovers. Tobias Harris had 4 turnovers. That's 14 turnovers between our 3 supposed to be best players. That ain't going to get it done. You know what I mean? We finished the game with 20 turnovers, I think. You're not going to win games like that, period. Lack of effort, a lot of turnovers. Other teams hot, can't stop them on defense. Is what it is. Joel Embiid tried to lead us to victory. That's what I love about the guy. The guy has dog in him. The guy has fight in him. The Joel Embiid will never give up. He'll put up the goofiest, weirdest looking shot before he shies away from shooting the ball. You understand what I'm saying? The one that he got towards the end of the game where he just a circus shot with a foul, like that's the kind of stuff. This dude never stops. He's a dog. Ben Simmons is not a dog. Tyrese Maxey did his thing, 16 points. I just can't believe Ben Simmons is out here in year 4. Number 1 overall pick, a transcendent talent that a franchise would tank for. A player that you're supposed to draft number 1 overall after being very, very bad, who's going to change your franchise. And he's out here in year 4, putting up weak-ass floaters with no post moves, no jump shots, won't even look at the rim, and scores 11 points in a loss to the Nets without their 2 best players. Whatever, man. What are we at? 24 minutes? That's long enough. That's long enough. Thank you for listening. My name is DJ Eastwood. This is Run It Back. Give me all your thoughts and opinions in the comments. Are the Sixers one player away from being a championship contender? Because if the defense is going to look like this in the playoffs, and I'm talking about the opponent's defense, and Ben Simmons is going to put up performances like this in the playoffs, we are done. I know I was very excited we started out 7-1. I was very excited. But we finally played a team that played some good defense, and Ben Simmons disappeared.